Hello everyone, welcome to the race review for the Austrian Grand Prix, and it is the triple header clean sweep for Max Verstappen. He has won France, Styria and now Austria, the three races in a row, and yeah, it was a controlled, dominant performance from Verstappen and Red Bull. It was pretty much signed, sealed, delivered from lap 2 onwards. There was a safety car at the start due to Esteban Ocon's incident, and Verstappen just controlled it from that restart. But then we look further down, it was Valtteri Bottas in second and Lando Norris in third place, with Lewis Hamilton in fourth. Now you look at the results and think, what will happen? But Norris really, I think, should have been in second place. The race for him was kind of decided early on, as Sergio Perez went to make a move on him for second place, and going down the hill he decided to hang it around the outside of Norris, and Norris just took normal line and Perez was forced or put onto the gravel, and the stewards decided on a 5-second penalty for Lando. It's very, very harsh, as when you look at the onboards, he doesn't move his steering wheel in any way to block Perez or force him wide. He just takes a normal line, and even on the radio Lando was questioning for what, why did he get the penalty, but he's third in the race and it could have been second, as he was only about two and a half seconds off Bottas, who was surprisingly quite punchy today. And you know, fair play to Valtteri Bottas for really digging in and getting a good result. Bit fortunate because Lewis Hamilton had damage and had to drop down to fourth because he couldn't really defend from Norris either. So more points lost for Hamilton in the World Championship. But it was a race really dominated by penalties as such, and Sergio Perez, who was on the other side of Lando Norris's one, was then doing it himself, and he actually got a 10-second penalty, two 5-second penalties added together for two separate incidents with Charles Leclerc, as at the same corner as Lando Norris down in the hill, him and Leclerc were side by side. Leclerc was on the outside and he was almost past Leclerc, and Perez just squeezed him, and Leclerc couldn't go anywhere and was on the gravel. And then just round the next corner, on maybe 2 laps later, he forced Leclerc off wide again, and that incurred another penalty. So not Checo's finest day, but what can you do? The penalties were set from the Norris one, which wasn't really a penalty. So whenever someone done something, it was going to be a penalty, and that was something that the stewards need to look at for future races. You know, it wasn't entirely fair, I don't think, on Norris. So yeah, I'm sure they'll talk about that in the driver's brief for the British Grand Prix. But then looking down the rest, it was a good result for Carlos Sainz, 5th place. Daniel Ricciardo gets 7th place after starting 13th. And also a good result for Fernando Alonso, getting inside the P10 after a battle with George Russell, who just missed out on points again. And there was an incident at the end with Kimi Räikkönen and Sebastian Vettel. Both of them are okay, but that will be annoying for Vettel, as it was his birthday weekend and he didn't score any points. But yeah, for more reaction on the race and the dominant performance by Max Verstappen, head over to Crash F1 and we'll have all our race reports. Make sure to follow us on Twitter, Instagram and Facebook, just at Crash F1. And yeah, make sure to subscribe to Crash F1 on YouTube for more content. And yeah, I will see you for the next video.